Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Taurus for the week of October 24th. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and see what we have here for you, Taurus. Now I'm using the Tarot Muka, the After Tarot, as well as the Prism Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below. If you'd like to pick them up for yourself, interesting. I think we're going to take that card reversed. All right, let's get all the cards out here. You have a really good reading. All right, do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel for regular updates from me. It also really helps me grow here on YouTube. And we'll take a few of these. All right, I think that's looking just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You have the number 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So the winds are changing for you. All right, your luck is arriving, Taurus. The Wheel of Fortune signifies a change in your life, but it's typically an update or a change connected to your destiny. It could say that your destiny has arrived, and this could certainly be the case. It is so interesting. What is throwing me off here is that Eight of Wands in reverse. Normally these cards are completely upright because I don't read reversals normally, but I've been allowing myself recently to, if there's a card that comes out in reverse, I sometimes allow myself to just read it. And this is one of these times. I feel like what's going on here is that this is a big energy to let go of resistance and recognize that change is inevitable. And change is, a part of life. The only one of the scariest things in life is going through change, is the process of going through change. You have this Wheel of Fortune, which is really a good card of luck. And the thing is, though, with the Wheel of Fortune, you have to walk through the door. Like, you have to really, the example that I always give with the Wheel of Fortune is you're in the train station, the train of your destiny has arrived. Are you going to hop on the train, or are you going to stay in a station? If you hop on the train, it'll take you towards your destiny, and you never know where that might take you. But if you stay in the train station, you'll stay where you are, right? You'll just stay where you are. And I think that this is one of those readings. So let's dive in here. So in the overall situation, you do have the 10 of Cups, amazing. The 10 of Cups is about total happiness in the tarot. It's the other side of abundance, right? Abundance is not just about money. Abundance is about this as well, which is reaching the final cup at the end of the rainbow, having a good, family situation. For some people, it's a big energy of abundance. This is a card of family. You can see that they're really enjoying themselves. This is an idyllic moment for them. They own the home in the background, which is a sign of abundance. The river's flowing, things are going well, the sun is out. And this is the other side of abundance. It's about windfalls of happiness. And when you get the 10 of Cups, it can be about like total bliss, happiness, bliss, good energy, good vibes. For you, there's a change here that's coming that's making you extremely happy. In your mind, this hasn't come as quickly as you'd hoped. And I'll talk about why that is the case. But it's coming in here in the future. This change is happening very clearly here in the future for you. And I'll talk about this a little bit more as we go along. Now, in the past, you have the King of Wands, you have the 10 of Wands, and you also have the Knight of Swords here, okay? So the King of Wands is all about lots of things. King of Wands is for me, it's a major sign of being an entrepreneur in the tarot. This person, if they are passion led, right? They do what they want for their job, And for some people, that is working for an organization. For some people, that is going to a 9 to 5. And if this person does work for somebody, they will be the most passionate person in the room, and they'll probably be running the show. Like, they probably have people working under them, or, you know, they're running the show in some ways, or they're, you know, running point, or whatever it is, when you get the King of Wands. But many times the King of Wands is like, you know what? I'm skilled enough to just go on my own. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to own my own business. For some of you, you know, this is really connecting to work in some ways here. You have two completions next to each other with the tens. Tens in tarot represent completions. You have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. And also the number 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. So while the 10 the Wheel of Fortune isn't a completion, it's a change. The number 10 in tarot represents completions. And so you have a completion very heavily here showing up in the cards. All right, also if you take the number 10, 1 plus 0, if you reduce the number 10 down to a single number or a single digit, you get number 1, which 1 is like potential. It's like unlimited potential. It's the start of something new. It's a new beginning. And it's also a card indicating, a number that I associate with leadership. I think some of you are like doing that as well. I think some of you are in leadership position in whatever way that looks like for you. Maybe you're just somebody who organizes groups, or you know, you're considered to be a leader in your community, or whatever. There are so many different forms of leadership here. You have this 10 of Wands, which is, in the past here, there's been a burden to get this venture or this project or this job underway here with the 10 of Wands, but you didn't let that hold you back. The Knight of Swords can indicate events moving very quickly for you in your life. In fact, sometimes the Knight of Wands might say, be careful of being impulsive. And, you know, you really want to move into spontaneity. Impulsivity and spontaneity are two different things. Spontaneity is working with the universe and allowing yourself to be guided. Impulsivity is moving too quickly, which then leads to a negative outcome for you. And so I think you really want to move into spontaneity here, especially with all of the wands and the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. In the current situation, you have the 8 of Wands in reverse, you have the 10 of Cups, and you also have the 8 of Cups here. So this 8 of Wands in reverse that's been tripping me up in this reading. So what is it? Well, the 8 of Wands upright is about the end of delay. It's things moving ahead. It's accelerated motion. It's plans in motion. It's things moving ahead. It's quick energy. In reverse, the 8 of Wands might suggest delay, or news not happen. News or something that you've been waiting for not coming in as quickly as you'd hoped. Okay, when you get the 8 of Wands in reversed. The thing is, this is in the upper row. The upper row is the row of your thoughts. In your mind, this isn't coming as quickly as you'd hoped, or this isn't happening as quickly as you'd hoped. For some of you here, you know that you need to walk away from someone or something. The 8 of Cups for me is a really nice card because this person is taking a step towards empowerment. This person is taking an empowering step forward. And they're letting go of the cups of their past. They're letting go of the ghosts of the past, the things that no longer serve them. And in this case, you're not walking to the 9 of Cups. You're walking to the 10 of Cups. You're walking through the finish line. You're walking to total happiness here. Not only that, but I think what's happening is, don't wait with the 8 of Wands in reverse. It's not a time for you to wait for changes to happen to you or changes to happen for you. It's time for you to be in this 8 of Cups energy. Grab the wands, as you see this person's doing, and go for it. Move in the direction that you're hoping for, in the direction that you want to move in. Especially because of this Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Like I said 100 times, with the Wheel of Fortune, it depends, right? It is luck. It is change. But if you don't do anything with it, the wheel's going to keep spinning. And you're going to miss out on the opportunity. You never know when the wheel spins in your direction again. And so for you, there's like a major energy here of happiness with the 10 of Cups in the middle, kind of anchoring this reading, because this middle card anchors the reading. But you got to reach out and take it and walk towards it. And if you're willing to do that, then spirit, the cards, the universe, is like Taurus, major energy available to you, major happiness available to you, windfalls of happiness, bliss, euphoria, good energy on the other side. Get on the train, get on the train and see where it takes you. In the future, you have the you have the Chariot, you have the Two of Cups, and you have the Two of Pentacles. 222, obviously there are only two twos here, but the number 222 is, for me, a sign that you're on the right direction, you're in the right direction, or you're on the right path. When I've gotten 222 in my life personally, to me, it's like your guide saying, you got it. You're on the right path, you're doing well. Things are in alignment for you. The Chariot is all about overcoming some type of obstacle and charging forward to victory, okay? Not letting anything hold you back. This person's leaving the city, and they're kind of on this quest or on this journey that truly is their destiny, right? Because not too far after number 7, the Chariot, is number 10, the Wheel of Fortune, right? You can't get to the Wheel of Fortune until you get into the Chariot. And the Chariot is all about the wins stacking up in your life. But the Chariot suggests self-discipline because they've stepped into the Chariot. Nobody stepped into the Chariot for them. It's also this idea of as above, so below. You see the star pattern here on the canopy above them. You see the star above them. As above, so below. The sphinxes indicate below, indicate the earth. As you take the first step, the universe steps with you. Simple. Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, maybe changes here in relationships. I don't think it's bad. By default, the Two of Pentacles is a positive change in your financial situation. And for me, the Two of Cups is the best romance card in the tarot. It's like two souls linking up in this lifetime, really deep union, deep connection with a person. So there could be change here for you. Again, this is, you're not waiting for this to happen. With the Eight of Wands, you are taking control. You are going for it here. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at these oracle cards. All right, you have protection, magic, and success. Wow. So I feel like you are protected in this new path that you're going on, right? I mean, results will vary, right? I mean, it depends, if this is your reading or if this is the timeline that you're on. I feel like there's some pretty significant protection here. Success is very clear in this reading, right? You have this success oracle card, you have the 10 of Cups, you have the Chariot, you have the Wheel of Fortune, right? Like there's clearly a whole lot of success here available. And there's a little bit of a magic available to you. There's a magic to all of this that's happening right now. And the universe is magical, right? I mean, I'm sure you've all had experiences where it's like, wow, why or how or why did that happen? The synchronicities in life are magical. And I'm not talking about Harry Potter magic. I'm talking about like life is magical, right? There are lots of things that happen randomly in life that feel magical. And I think for some of you, that's like 10 of Cups vibes, right? It's like, wow, how could things be this good, Let's go ahead and let's start to clarify the situation even more now. I do appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. And all right, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Temperance card, and the King of Cups here. So the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles says that your prospects in life are looking good. Things are looking up for you. King of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So the thing with the Page of Pentacles is it is a good prospect in one's life. It is potentially an offer that might be connected to money. So this could be like, I don't know, maybe you're taking on, because I think some of you are self-employed here, because I talked about how you have this King of Wands energy. It's like maybe some of you are taking on a new contract, or you found some more work, right? And maybe you're like, okay, I'm going to bump up my price a little bit because, I have a history of success or I have a track record here. And, clearly with the 10 of Wands, to me, it suggests that your experience. The thing about the 10 of Wands is each one of the wands that the person's holding on the Ten of Wands card represents knowledge earned or experience gained along the way. And so there's something about pricing here. For some of you, if you're self-employed, there's something about pricing that's coming into my mind. If you're not self-employed, this can indicate potential job raises. And the thing about the King of Wands, if you're not self-employed, is the King of Wands always has an offer in their back pocket. And the reason being is the King of Wands is super talented. And so if they're not in a job situation that they don't love, they'll just go somewhere else. Some of you have an offer in your back pocket. It's either maybe a raise within your organization or it's another offer. And yeah. Now you have this Temperance card, which, I love the Temperance card. It's all about healing and alchemy. There's definitely something connected to alchemy here. Temperance card says that your situation's turning around, especially as you have the Ten of Wands, which is about experience and knowledge and earned. But the Ten of Wands is also about I've really been struggling for this, or I've really been I'm exhausted. I've been on this long march. You have the King of Cups here, which is with the Knight of Swords. I would say, what just came into mind? Cool it. Did your mom or your dad ever tell you that? Cool it, Taurus, cool it. The King of Cups is cooling it, and the Knight of Swords is not. The Knight of Swords is the opposite. Okay, they are going for it fast. So I really think that that's just saying take a moment here to catch your breath. You have the Two of Swords. You have the Queen of Cups. Okay, maybe a counterpart here as well. And you have the Five of Swords. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, both cards are counterparts in the tarot. And so it can signify a really healthy partnership between you and another person. But the thing is, it is, it's met here with some sort of defeat with the Five of Swords or some sort of ending. The thing is, some of you might be walking away from somebody that started off as a good relationship, and you maybe are just walking away with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups here. Two of Swords is about you needing to be honest with yourself. There's something that you're not seeing here with the Eight of Wands reversed in the Two of Swords. Be honest with yourself. Don't be blinded to the reality of your situation. And recognize that good things take time. I know it's cliche, but with the Eight of Wands, that may suggest some delays or just some time that needs to be had or time that needs to be passed. You have the Four of Cups, Ten of Wands again, and the Ace of Swords. Amazing. So Four of Cups is simple. Do not miss out on the opportunity. Wheel of Fortune is all about change that you want to take advantage of. Four of Cups, this person has a tendency to miss out. So be careful that you're not missing out on the opportunity. Ten of Wands is a completion in love, or some of you may be walking away from somebody here if you're still with me and you're still watching this reading. But this is ultimately, an experience for you, a learning experience. And the Ace of Swords is all about a new beginning. It's a breakthrough. We started off here. Oh wait, no, we didn't. I'm sorry. I could have sworn we had another ace here, but we don't. That's okay. Ace of Swords just represents a new beginning that makes you very happy, especially with this diagonal here. I think that's coming in. You do have the Six of Cups, letting go of what's familiar to you and walking on a new walking in a new path or along a new path of your destiny here, pretty heavily showing up. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I'll see you in the next reading.